Hello folks, Fuzz here, and a warm welcome to this one-off episode of the Final Fantasy 15 demo that was recently released by Square. This one did actually catch me by surprise, so I was quite excited when I saw this in the PlayStation 4 game feed. So if you remember, there was a Final Fantasy 15 demo not so long ago called Episode Duske, I believe it was, and that was bundled with the Type 0 game that was released for the PS4 last year. So this is a second demo. It's called Platinum Demo. It's not a very long demo. This comes on the heels of the release date for Final Fantasy 15, which has been announced for September this year. So I'm definitely going to be looking forward to playing that. This is, as I say, only a quick demo. I've played through it once already, and you can see my total play time was 37 minutes. So I reckon we'll be able to do things a little bit quicker this time round. First of all, since I have my PlayStation now connected up to my PC setup, I'm going to disable surround sound. I'm not sure what difference that's going to make, but I'll go ahead and do that anyway. So this character in the background is a character that we are going to be travelling with on our short but sweet journey today. So we're going to go ahead and select the new game option. There is no way to save your game, although because it's only a quick demo there's no need to. And if you do complete it, or the first time you complete it, you unlock a special summon attack for the main game. It doesn't actually tell you that in this demo, but I have read that. So I've already done that now, but if you are playing it, then that's something to bear in mind. I am playing with a bit of a cold today, so you'll have to excuse any sniffles or coughs that are coming out of my way as well, unfortunately.
Oh. Huh? What is this place? Huh? Oh. Huh? Hmm? Whoa! You!
Okay, so this is Noctis. He's the main character of the main story of the game. And
wait!
This is the child version of him, so we don't know the full story, of course, although it seems that Noctis has fallen into a sleep for some reason, a deep sleep, and we've become trapped as a young version of Noctis in the dream. So this story is supposedly somewhat unique to the demo, although it does use a lot of the environments that the main game is going to use, so we can get to have a good look at those. And something that's a little bit different between this and Episode Duske, straight off the bat here, are these things that we're collecting. And I'm not totally sure what they are, but they might have something to do with our health, because as we get attacked by monsters, we do lose them. So they're at least related to being attacked, but they're not actually our health itself, if that makes sense. And something else that you're going to notice are these pads on the floor here. So if we touch one, we'll get a message appear on the right hand side.
Whoa!
So this one here calls this giant monster. I don't believe we get to see him again now. So something interesting there. I guess we'll be facing off against him in Final Fantasy 15 come September, but for now that's just a little teaser. So yeah, we get these kind of touch pads on the floor, and each one has an effect. And if you read the right hand side of the screen, it tells you what that specific touchpad does. Okay, so our little friend here, our mysterious friend, is telling us that we have completely and utterly dozed off in the real world. And we're going to have to find the exit to the dream if we want to go and see all our friends again. So we've got another touchpad here, and this is one I believe that looks like it's going to change the day-night cycle. So we'll go ahead and select that. and we can see the time sped up message. So it doesn't look like it's gone to the full nighttime cycle. We can go ahead and hit it again, and it will. It's actually quite dark now. Oh, there we go, I can see again. That's useful. Make sure there's nothing hidden over here. It is quite a linear demo, I will say that. But I don't mind that to be the case, though, in all honesty. Grab the extra large one of whatever they're called. And we can change the weather here. So we can set it to rain if we want it to rain, or we can have a nice clear sunny day. It's going to be strange that to play this game when it finally comes out this year, because it's just been in development for so many years. First as Final Fantasy 13, at least the sequel to Final Fantasy 13, and now as Final Fantasy 15 on the PS4. So we actually get some equipment here that we can equip in order to fight these level 1 enemies, which aren't too challenging, and it's a completely different interface to episode Dusky. So if you played that, this one's much more simple and easy to pick up, and the enemies are easier too. So we shall go ahead and equip our toy sword, and we can put the squeaky hammer on there as well, but we probably won't be using that. And we just need to hold down the circle button in order to attack. We don't anyway, promise that is. We can also dodge attacks and defend, but there doesn't seem to be any real need to do so just yet, so we'll just keep that circle button pressed. And that's our introduction to combat. We're going to head on around now. As I said, it is very linear, so we can go ahead and just collect some of these optional things and see what this button here does. Something stirs in the dreamscape. Fortunately, our little friend here seems to know the way, so we're just going to follow him. By the way, this demo is available to every PS4 owner. I'm not sure if it's available on Xbox One or not. I don't have an Xbox One, but it's possible that it is as well, because the game's coming out on both systems. So the previous demo was only available to those who purchased Type 0, but this is available to all. And this will take us to the next area of the relatively short demo. There's about 3 or 4 areas in total. Maybe 4. Maybe 5. But not a lot anyway. And things going to get a little bit strange now, if they weren't already. Yeah, we're in a cat bowl. I read somewhere that this demo has a very Kingdom Hearts feel to it, and this area itself does actually remind me of Kingdom Hearts, it really does. So we've got 10 fireworks from our friend over there, so we're just going to go ahead and attach those to one of our quick slot D-pad buttons. We can speed up time, but it's not going to do a whole lot here, seeing as how we're indoors anyway. I guess if we look outside it'll go a bit darker maybe. But for now we're just going to go ahead and start collecting some more of these things as we try and figure out how to get out of this place. The jump's quite realistic actually. Normally in these kinds of games you hit the jump button and you leap like 10 feet in the air. Turn into a truck here, and R2 to accelerate. It's not the fastest truck in the world. It'll be a little bit tricky to manoeuvre. We'll see how we get on. It's possible that if there's any enemies to fight around here, we might be able to use our truck to do the job for us. We'll have to find out as we go around. We need to make our way up this area. We'll start by heading around the back. Where we end up. Okay, well, we can't actually get around this way in the truck, so we're just going to go ahead and leave this thing, to be honest. It's gimmicky, but I don't think we actually need to use it. So we've got a sprint button. Yes, we do. We'll just head on around here, grab these few extra bits that we missed. And one of the useful things that these give you is the path, basically. We've got a few extra monsters to kill this time. But still shouldn't be too much of a challenge for us. Everything's still quite automated at the minute. We're just holding down that attack button. It'll do the job for us. We can lock on if we want to. We could go ahead if we want and try and use some of these fireworks as well, couldn't we? But I don't see the point of them. There's only 1 or 2 mobs available to hit by, to be hit by them. There we go. At least you know what they do now. So we don't actually have a health bar at the minute, so I'm not sure if that means that we can't die at this particular point in the demo. We do get one a little bit later. But right now I think we're safe to just attack without even attempting to block. We've got this nice ready-made path here for us. I mean, it's a bit of a strange environment, but it does look very pretty. See, Mysterious Friend is just awaiting us up here, but we can't reach him until we make our way through another horde of enemies. One of the things that episode Duskcave was criticised for was the combat system that was in place, and Square did actually respond to the feedback that they received with that criticism, and have supposedly made quite a lot of changes to the combat. Now, I can't remember how it worked properly in Duskcave because it's been, you know, nearly a year since I played that game. But although this is simple, it does feel a lot more natural. I can say that the camera angles were all over the place before, whereas at least now they're not, so that's a big change. But it's going to be hard to judge exactly how things have changed while we're just doing simple combat here. We've got another button if we want to press it. 5 thunderbolts. Interesting. And this will take us to the next area. So we'll just pick up some of these other bits before we go through. We can actually go ahead and just equip those 5 thunderbolts that we found. And what will they do? Mysterious bomb in a bag that lights up the sky when thrown. Okie dokie. And now we're going to move on to the third area. So this is quite linear. I'm not sure how representative that's going to be of the final game. I'm guessing there's going to be linear areas like this and more open spaces as we saw in the first demo. But to be honest, I don't mind a bit of linearness, if that's the word I want to use, through my RPGs. As long as you do get some variety and some open spaces to explore. You can also, if you want to, choose the Japanese voices to play through this demo with. I know that a lot of people do like that option, although there's not a lot of dialogue in all honesty, so I don't think it's going to matter too much. So we can once again change the weather. These are all completely optional as far as I can tell. I'm not sure how they impact the game. Now, somewhere around here, I've got a new weapon. Let's go ahead and replace our squeaky hammer with the shining hammer. Somewhere around here there is a little surprise awaiting us on one of the platforms that we jump on. Is that a gift? Yes, the ones that look like presents are the ones that contain items. So this is a level 1 fiend, even though it's a little bit bigger than the others. I'm not even locking on here, I'm playing the game to use the targets for me. No skill required on these initial fiends here. Let's see what this one does. So that just changes the day-night cycle. There's also no progression system, which kind of makes sense. This is a 30-minute demo after all, but obviously it goes without saying that in the main game there will be. We'll start using some of these thunderbolts and stuff. Next groups to encounter. You. So we've got 158 of those things. Again, I'm not completely sure what they're used for, but I haven't found anything in the demo yet that they're useful for. All these are locked, I guess because the main game will have this area as well, they're going to come into play now. Right, there's a pad around here. I do want to press. I think it's this one. Ah, no. I don't think I've got this one before. Interesting. Get some footballs, but I can't see what they're going to be used for at the moment, so we'll leave those alone. Unless maybe those question marks give you random things, random effects maybe. Right, so this gazelle type giraffe thingy, and it actually does quite a lot of damage to the fiends here, to the monsters. We can't really target them, but as long as we kind of get them in our attack area, they are one shots, and since there's a few of them here, it's quite useful. It's not vitally important, as I said, we're not levelling up or anything. I don't think we need to kill everyone, maybe we do before we can progress. Pretty good stuff, so this is the way we need to go here. I'm guessing we can't go through with this, so we'll just change back into Noctis. And apparently through this door is where everything's going to come to an end. So we'll just head through it and see if that actually turns out to be the case. Let's go have a look. Hopefully the loading screens will be sped up a little bit before the final release, because they are quite slow at the moment. Well, it doesn't look as though we've woken up. can move again. Right, so we're going to head on down and see what's going on.
No!
And our poor friends has taken a whack from this iron giant here.
Ah!
These are a staple of the Final Fantasy series.
Wow!
So nice to see that they're
This
making a
one will
return.
protect you through your darkest dreams. But remember, Noct, in the world of your dreams, you are king.
I'm not afraid.
Okay, so that's interesting. We're actually still a young boy in the real world here, but now we're fully grown up. I wonder how he's going to change this thing. Right then, so we can actually walk now as well. So I'm going to try and get used to some of the controls here, because this guy is a little bit tricky. So triangle for walk. Block. So that doesn't work. Time. So we've locked on. Let's go ahead and use the fire attack that we've got. Takes about a good third of his health. Attack. Okay, we've only actually got one of them, so let's head over here. We can go in for the full-on assault with melee. But for now we're just going to go replenish our fires. Why's he turning? It's a good chance to attack him. And he's down. That was simple enough. I think we can actually fight that guy again before we leave the demo, if we want to. And he might be a little bit tougher as well. Could be wrong on that, but it could be the case. Right, so apparently we've now unlocked platinum plates. I have no idea what they are. These are the plates, but I'm not sure what platinum plates are. Although the demo is called Platinum Demo, so that's interesting. But to be honest, that's it. That's the end. Like I said, it is a short one. Short and sweet. It certainly got me intrigued for the main game, and I guess that's what a demo's supposed to do, isn't it? And I am interested to see how this plays into the main story. I mean, what in the world is actually going on? I just don't know. But we'll just go and check what this is. Oh, that's just to let us fight that fellow again if we want to, up there. But when we're done, we can go ahead and proceed to the ending, and then we get to find out who our little fellow friend was. I'm wondering if this was the car from the first demo. I cannot remember. It might be.
Thanks. See you.
So again, what we've just played here is
Wait. I remember your name
unique
now.
to this demo. I don't think it's available in the main game. And we can name our friend. And the standard name for him is Carbuncle. So we'll go ahead and choose that. And we will actually have him, because we've now completed the demo, as a summon in the main game when it's released in September. I presume it reads the save file from your console. And the fragmented dreamscape we just explored offers us a mere taste of what's to come. And then it wants us to go ahead and buy the game. At least it did last time, maybe it won't ask me this time. Oh, there we go. Yes, it does. But I'm not going to do that because I do have it pre-ordered already. And that's it. So let me know what you guys think. What you think of the demo. If you're going to be playing Final Fantasy 15, I'm almost certainly going to be covering it on my YouTube channel. So please do subscribe if you want to check back when the game's released to follow that. And if you want to support me, just sign up to the forums. I'll put a link in the video description. And let me know what you think there as well. That'd be handy. I check that, to be honest, more often than YouTube comments. Seeing as how I can just keep an eye on things a little bit easier over there. So anyway, I've been your host Fuzz. Thanks for joining me. And I'll see you soon, guys. Take